Hey guys, still here. Welcome back to the, I was gonna say Second Korean War. Pearl of the Orient, Episode 4. Action Shadows, as per the usual. Now, we have one fight scheduled in Yan Tian. This is not an ideal map to fight on. You have quite a few of these structures around here, a bit of tree cover, and most of that is all blocking my line of sight. Now, what the Chinese have in this particular sector is an infantry group and a tank group. They also have an airborne squadron to help them out, so deploying my aircraft could be a risk, although these are air-to-ground, these are seed, these are air-to-ground, and these are fighters. Well, no, they're multi-roles actually. These things deploy very powerful anti-tank weapons. Aside from that, they have a couple of OP-125s, they have a lot of these ZTZ-88s, which are not particularly threatening, but I would still prefer not to get hit by them. And aside from that, they have a whole lot of transports. Den Bing. This is a new infantry unit that has a commando mortar. Most of the transports are 551s. They have a couple of those 63Cs, which really are not a threat. Hongjain, longer range, or actually long range ATGM. Tank Shishu 98. I would rather keep my tanks away from these. 25 AP is no joke. And then a couple of these ZBD-05s with the tank Shishu, of course, Long Dui, ZSD-90, and then we got the tanks and a couple of support units. No AA, and that's something that I can exploit. Because if they don't have any AA, then dropping some airborne munitions on top of them should be fairly easy. And I think that the Super Hornets with their JDAMs might just be enough to do it. And then with the Nemercons we can take out some tanks. So, Yan Tian it is. As for my own battle groups, I have quite a few of them here. The ones that I don't yet have are the helicopters. Now I could send those in, but I'm actually a bit tempted to keep them in reserve and see if I can capture Pingu. I'm not sure if that's a viable option, but I might be able to do it in the next run. Or if I'm able to call in another group here and see if I can move that along. For now I can only withdraw with these units, not actually move out because there is a threat to them. So yeah, we're just gonna have to fight this fight in Yantian first and then see where the battle goes from there. Alright, the battle groups that I'm using. Most of these guys you've already seen before. We are looking at a whole large selection of tanks, varying from challengers to chieftains to scorpions to anzibrams to leopards. Infantry, large selection, although most of them are short-range anti-tank options. And fortunately the enemy tanks are not particularly well defended, they don't have a lot of armor, but there is quite a large group of them, and that could be a bit of a problem. Now I want to defend mostly with a bunch of tanks, because my tanks vastly outclass theirs. They do have some airborne options, some airplanes, but most of them are not that big of a threat. So I'm going to try and keep those off of me. I don't unfortunately have a command infantry unit, but I'm going to put this command unit in here and have at least some fusiliers defending the place. Because you never know if the AI somehow manages to make it across. I want to capture as many of these zones as possible, just so I can keep reinforcing this place. And considering I have plenty of command vehicles and a ton of starting points, that really shouldn't be a problem this round. I'm going to go with a couple of defending units over here. I would prefer the Challenger 2s. I want the Challenger 2s to rank up a little more, and especially that's why I'm using the trained variants instead of the more veteran units of the group. Let's have a bushcat there. I'm considering deploying a group of tanks here, but it's going to be a bit short-ranged for them. See, the problem is that if I deploy them here, I'm looking at this bridge, and that's not really something I want to be doing. Because if I'm looking at that bridge, there's a fairly good chance that it will block my line of sight. And if that happens, then none of my tanks will fire, of course. Now the tank problem is one thing. They also have a ton of AA, sorry, not AA, transports. Maybe the infantry group is the more dangerous element here. The Rarden could be handy, but I only have 2 of them. Vickers Mark 11 would be fairly useful if it wasn't for the fact that the tanks will one-shot them. ANZ Brams might be a good option here. They do have cluster bombs, however, so I'm going to have to use these in smaller groups. So smaller sections, as it were. I have 83 points left if I deploy one more. Let's go with a bit of infantry. I'll have this town defended here. And I think diggers are okay. They have a very good transport, that bunyip. Yeah, I'm going to deploy a couple of these. Aside from that, they're also carrying their own heavy tags, so these guys should be fine. And then finally I can go with one of the Thunderbolt Bushrangers. These guys have a Fragstorm grenade launcher, an Aussteier, as well as a Carl Gustav M4. Their transport is not particularly powerful, it's just an M113A1 minigun, but it will do some damage. Okay, let's deploy all of these. Make sure that these tanks don't take too much fire, or at least not too soon. The priority here is to take out the tanks as quickly as possible. And with the tanks out of the way, I should have a much easier time going after all of those transports. I'm going to keep fielding ANZ Brams here, because of their rate of fire, as well as their very good armor piercing values of 24. So between them, I should be able to wipe out these tanks fairly quickly. Some of them are taking a bit of fire. Oh, I already lost one. Yeah, there we go. That's the problem that I was worried about. Cluster bombs. The cluster bombs are doing a fair bit of damage here. Now the bunyip, they have an ATGM, the Spike LR. And with it, they can do a good bit of damage. Especially since these guys don't have an APS. This thing does 25. I think that might be enough to one-shot them. There's a long-range missile going towards the eland, but narrowly missed. Let's go another ANZ Bram. And one thing I do not have is AA. That could be a problem. A couple of uninvited guests over here. Let's deploy an ANZ Bram to defend this area. Tanks are taking some fire here, but most of them are doing quite well. Try not to get shot in the side by those 88s. That would be fairly damaging, even to a Challenger 2. Also, my Challenger 2s are far too clumped up. And because they are so clumped up, they're making themselves a very easy target for those cluster bombs. So we're going to have you fall back. You move forward a bit. I'm going to have one of these F-35s just go on a killing spree. Oh, we lost a bunyip. That's unfortunate. Fall back. When you're ready to deploy, do so. We can have a bit of AA here. Contacts, pretty close range. That's a very easy kill for the bunyip. Also, we got quite a large assortment of transports here. Let's just go on a bombing run here. Crap, these things are a threat. Those are the OP-125s. What the hell was that? Come in and have a good time. Oh, hello. I guess we just got hit by a cluster bomb here. Yeah. Okay, we got the command tank. There's another cluster coming in from that flank. I could use another Challenger here. We are losing ANZ Brams thanks to those damn OP-125s. I really hate those things. Those nasty little shits. No frontal armor whatsoever to speak of, but they do an immense amount of damage. There you go, they would just one-shot a tank. Okay, this is a problem. fall one back. I also lost another challenger. Unusual. Challenger 1-1s are not particularly suited for this role. Let's switch those around. Go for the ANZ Brahms. So far they're losing a lot of forces, but I have lost a few more tanks than I was hoping for. Fall back a bit. Get fixed up here. Bushcat so far seems to be spotting everything, but I'm concerned about these transports engaging that Sultan. Uh-oh. Vickers are far faster. They might be a better option for this quick engagement. I also have some further air support, but I'm not sure how accurate those are going to be. And I'm not sure how much damage these things will even take. I'm sure that those ZSDs will take a lot of damage, but the ZBD? Maybe not so much. Well, okay, we got one. Damn it, we lost another ANZ? More cluster bombs. See, the ANZs are doing a good job, but they're getting wiped out by those clusters. Wonderful. Come here, fast. I'm gonna have to deploy air patrols. I've just about had it with the amount of cluster munitions and HE that they're dropping on top of me. And I think a dingo should do the trick here. Patrol. We're gonna need a bit more reconnaissance here. If I can afford one, that is. Oh crap, there's a lot of infantry coming this way. Shit, AGGMs is something that those Vickers don't do very well against. They have APS, so they can hold them off for a little bit, but they're not particularly suited to doing longer range engagements against tanks. They're quick solutions. Alright, now we're dealing with transports, so now I can deploy Challenger once. Let's keep that wounded Sultan back and move the other Sultan up. I'm gonna need a bit more reconnaissance here. This Challenger has to go back for repairs. He has to be fast, or he's not going to stick around for much longer. Ooh, I don't like this at all. Should keep you safe, even if a little bit of time is enough. Okay, they have 1900 points till defeat. I think we can make that happen. Those 1900 points. The Vickers move it up. I want the Scorpion over here, and I want to be spotting whatever is coming my way and wherever that command vehicle is. I also want to try and get the other command vehicle located. I'm going to need a fast off-road vehicle for that. 80-95 for the Scrub Rat, and we have an aircraft incoming. I want another dingo on that. We have hit the aircraft. There's another one incoming. We just lost one Vickers. There, sudden death. I was going to say there we go, but there he went, rather. I think most of their tanks might be dead at this point. And the question is how much infantry is still willing to risk their own hide in order to keep moving. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not too many. Let's move up a little. I think Warrior Wimps at this case, with very good frontal armor of 8, as well as an APS and a 40mm gun, would be enough. Oh jeez, you've been hurt bad. Fall back. I'm gonna deploy another Chinook over here and fix those things up. Vickers to move up, Scorpion to move up, Ares to come here. We have the Challengers who are already engaging. That's good. I could choose another aircraft. We're going to have a Nemercon on patrol here. There's the scrub rat. Let's have the scrub rat do some scouting and try to find their command vehicle. If I can find that, we can try and wipe out this group right now. Not prolong the engagement any further. Alright, I want you to fall back. I want you to move up. I have lost too many tanks as is. There's another aircraft incoming. Fall back. Those are cluster bombs. Nemercon has gotten a hit. And it's only one. Alright, Nemercon, keep around here. The Challenger actually survived. That is perfect. And, to be honest, not at all what I was expecting. I thought one cluster bomb would easily wipe him out. Talk about wiping him out. Well done. Okay, at this rate, the Shishu don't really stand a chance. Now, I'm hoping to capture all the zones, of course, but I don't have any naval units that can go in there and hold that down. I don't have any amphibious command vehicles, because the Sultans can't do it, and the Challenger 2 it doesn't float too well, let's say. Alright, we have another group of new, fresh Challenger. Oh, crap. That's it, that's it, that's it, fall back. I just need your eyes and the F-35. Shit. We'll take it out. Damn recon vehicle. Push in. The Nemercon is on station and ready to engage whatever gets spotted. I need you to hold for a moment. Oh, are they retreating? Yes, they're retreating. The infantry group has been destroyed, and so is the tank group. I lost a fair number of units here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ANZ Brams and 2 Challenger 2s. 1142 points. Still, all their battle groups are gone. So with that, I feel a bit safer. Now, I believe that I might be able to call in one infantry group in here in Yan Tian. These guys have their own command vehicle, albeit just one. I'm hoping to get into Pingu in this turn, but I'm afraid that it's going to be fairly risky to do so. Because what they have over here is an anti-tank company, which by the looks of it has already been hit. They have a very large group of tanks here, 68 of them, including the ZTZ-96A. If I go after these guys with helicopters, they will immediately get hit by the laser dazzler, also known as the laser pointer, and they will panic. Aside from that, helicopters are very useful as a flanking force, but they don't do very well at direct engagements. So for now, I'm going to hold these guys in reserve. I'm not going to move anything just yet. There is one thing that I can still move, and that is this Marine Regiment, or this Hong Kong Squadron. They have a decent group of ships around here. 6 Knox-class ships, a couple of these Haobai. As we've seen before, these are very dangerous. And I did have an aircraft group somewhere. Yeah, they're over here. They already fought this particular episode, or this turn. Alright, in that case, I want the... Let's refit these. Oh, they can't. Okay, R&R then. I want you to... Yeah, to R&R here. I would prefer not to have the Gurkhas in this area, because I'm pretty sure they're going to attack me again. Oh well. Okay, end the turn. Here they come. What are they coming in with? Ah, there's your tanks. The ZTZ-96A, the 99s, the 96, the recon vehicles, and of course your aircraft. Including those damn awful cluster bombers. Yeah. I still don't really have anything that does AA, except for the NASAMs. So let's call in those NASAMs right now and deploy them against the aircraft. Because they have a very good anti-airplane range. They unfortunately don't really have any good range against helicopters. But so far I haven't encountered those, or at least not too many in this episode. Aside from that, we also have another new group of ANZ Brams, so that should be enough. And the Hellfires on these helicopters might prove useful, but I'm a bit hesitant about them. Because of all of those laser dazzlers that these guys don't carry. Yeah, these carry them. Now aside from that, they have a decent amount of frontal armor, 18, 22, and 22 on a gun. The only thing that might reliably stand up to them are the Challenger 2, with 25 frontal armor. But then again, they're gonna get hit by the air. Is this the only thing that they're moving up? No. They also have 20 mortars, 18 howitzers, and 1 assault howitzer. Right. This helicopter group. Gurkhas, Jav Fusiliers. These could come in handy. Same for these. I still can use those. I want to have at least one aircraft group here. What they have over here is, I think, the same group that I saw previous. Or is that these guys? No, it's this group, the first multi-role squadron. That came in previous. This one is a different one. It's the second multi-role squad. 12 cluster bombers. Yeah, we're definitely going to need air support. If only to keep them away. The Harriers, unfortunately, don't have the range, so we're going to have to go with either the RAF or the RAAF. These only really carry the Super Hornets and the Dingoes for air support. And these have the Glide Bomb, the Meteor. These do have the cluster bombers, don't they? Yeah. See, those could be very handy. And at the same time, the Tornado G... Oh, no. Yeah. This group doesn't have any dedicated fighters. The RAF Strike Squadron. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to do it without fighters then. Unless I'm able to call in another group. Yeah. I can. That's what I was hoping for. F-35B Marines. Very long range, very good stealth F-35Bs. I will have these join in on this fight, and that could keep my forces safe. Now let's plan out the rest of the battle. Where are my CF? There they are. Ah, they cannot reach it. Fine. I'll reassign these here. And from here... What? This is an airport, damn it. Why can I not assign them? Well, that's just wonderful. Okay, what else do I have that I can move? I can move all of these groups either north into Pingu, where we are still looking at another tank regiment. Jesus, these guys never run out of tanks. As well as that anti-tank company that we've seen previous. I think they just spawned in a new one. That one. And this one, I'm not sure. It might have been there. How about taking Bao 1? They don't really have anything here, except for one militia group. And these militia are armed with mortars, fairly dangerous transports, MRADs, a group of throwaway tanks, and a couple of recoilless rifles. But these are the inferior version. So if I can just send, let's say, one tank group that way, especially one that has initiative and a decent bit of cohesion, that could probably be enough to deal with them. Cohesion is especially important to keep them operational, because without cohesion I'm going to have to rely on capture zones. What's this map like? I'm going to come in from Shenzhen, and if I do that I won't have any chance of capturing anything else, and Shenzhen itself, this zone, isn't any value. So if I'm going to go in there, I'm probably going to have to go in with the Royal Tank Regiment. And with those, I have the Challenger Clips, the 2 Mark IIs, as well as the 1 Mark I. And between all of that firepower... Oh, these guys don't have initiative. Maybe the more useful option is to just push everything north into Pingu. And by doing that, wipe out their airport and all of those aircraft that they might still decide to field. That's where we're going. In case you're concerned I don't protect my flanks, yes I will. I have the Princess Patricia Regiment over here, as well as the Commando Regiment. These guys originally started out in Sai Kung, did a bit of fighting there and are now ready to move up. So that should keep Shenzhen secure. I'm going to attack on the AI's turn in Pingu. They have, of course, all their aircraft, a decent number of tanks, artillery, and anti-tank company. So this, again, is going to need air support, and that's where we're going to send the RAAF. The Australians are going to have to cover that part. So I'm going to ignore Pingu, I'm going to go for Yan Tian. And again, these tanks are the ones that I'm getting slightly nervous with. Not so much the 96, although that reflex ATGM is nothing to just snick at. These are quite dangerous. They can also be fired on the move. The Envar, the Norinco, and the Smoothbore. This is what I'm concerned with. And then the 96. There is, however, one thing that can save me. And that's killing off the ZZZ-99. They only have one command unit. If I kill that, all the way in the back of Pingu, I can very quickly neutralize the entire battle group. And do I have helicopters to do that? I need recon helicopters. And I have at least one. I have a Wildcat Martlet. It's not particularly powerful against the tank, but it will be able to spot him. And then I think a BAE Corax or a Tornado GR4 should be able to take out the command vehicle. So, the plan here is to not deploy much. The plan here is to rely on aircraft. We are going to capture some higher value zones. And with that, hopefully get some good income. Move you over here. The rest of it's going to go all into the aircraft. I want as many of those GR4s as I can get. I want a reconnaissance. Actually, let's make that 2 reconnaissance helos. 1 here. And 1 over here. I want all of my cluster bombers, and that's all I can afford. I'm not going to go with any ground units. Reason being, these are now very, very clustered. And as such, pretty easy to kill.
Target in sight. Adjusting aim.
Oh, one decided not to drop, and same goes for the other one. Probably because I lost line of sight. Looks like we got a fair bit of damage. Not as much as could have been hoped for. Let's have one of these tornadoes come in. Engage whatever it can. I'm going to have to find that command vehicle fairly quickly. Because this is no joke. That's a lot of tanks. Oh, if you guys could just drop your munitions, that would be perfect, thank you. There's your command unit. Gonna come in with 3 tornadoes. That should be enough to wipe this thing out. It does have APS, but it's not enough. Okay, show me. They have been destroyed. We took out exactly 1 tank and we lost, or they lost everything. Perfect. Hang on, we did not kill 3,000 points. No. These are fairly valuable, not 3,000 points. Okay, anyway, that's the end of this group. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to do that one. These are just going to have to sit here and wait. The Harriers, or the multi-role squadron, doesn't have the range to go anywhere else. They might be useful against ships. Oh, but for some reason they don't want to get assigned to Lantau Island either. Is something wrong with this airport? Do they just not like this place? I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna have a naval invasion coming in, and I have nothing to defend that. Okay. We have Shenzhen. They have everything else. They have 4 command units, so I might go hunting. They have a good number of infantry, with fairly cheap transports. As long as these guys stay at range, they're not a threat. The same cannot quite be said for these tanks Shishu, but they're not as threatening as their 98 variants. They have 68 tanks. Most of them are very cheap and easy to deal with, especially these 2 groups. These are more dangerous. They have 22 AP, 18 frontal armor. They're not very fast though, off-roading, 55. Aside from that, of course, they have a large assortment of aircraft because we're engaging their airport head-on. And because of that, they have 54 aircraft they can call in. As for vehicles, they have a couple of reconnaissance, I'm not even sure what you want to call that, recon vehicles, under the vehicle tab apparently. 8 of those OP-125s, which I'd say fairly live up to their name. A couple of ATGM vehicles of various types. 12 make that 16 reconnaissance vehicles, with 4 of them being the more threatening variant and these things just being a sort of recon / tank destroyer. And some support units, tactical SRBM, top attack cluster munition, these are no fun, BM-24 and PGZ-95s. Yeah. I have a lot of different forces. I don't have a lot of income though. So I'm going to have to try and quickly move up into Foxtrot and secure that zone as well, so that I can have about 9 income. That'll keep me alive for a little longer. They have, what to start with, 1475, that's the same as I do. For 1475 points, you can field a lot of these things. You can field a whole lot of these things. They cannot field too many aircraft for that price, or at least I hope. Okay. Move the fob back here. I want those AA platforms to be very, very alert, because there's a very good chance that they're going to have their hands full in dealing with all the aircraft that are coming my way. I think the Sky Saber has the best range, 5.2 versus 4.3. Yep, 5.2. You're it. Let's go with the veteran units here. Now I want to move up here as quickly as possible. I'm going to go with a command tank because it has the best chances of survival here. And from over here I want to have the Pinsgauer move up. I hope that they don't spawn in everything on this end. That would make my life very complicated. Let's go with a couple of warriors here. Well, I'm not sure if that's the right call. This is going to be one tough fight, especially because they have all of those tanks. I'm going to have a recon unit up here. Let's make that a rover Pinky, so we can park that somewhere back here and see if they're coming up this road. If they are, and they very well might, because the AI tends to be sneaky like that. If they do come up this road, I want to be advised very, very early. Because if I'm not, then I don't think that we're going to have a very good chance at defending this place. Let's change these guys up to elite. One there, a veteran and another veteran. Actually spread them out a bit more. I'll have a Fox for reconnaissance here. As for my anti-tank options in the town, it's not too easy to defend. I think that the Royal Marines, with their heavy tag, might stand the best chance. Yeah, they're also the cheapest, and I have a good number of them. So let's go with 2 groups of 3. 1, 2. This is going to be interesting. We're already losing stormers. Get over here. Move up the clips. Here come the ZTZ 96s. So far, so good. We're wiping them out very, very quickly. In the meanwhile, they're firing back at my transports. That's fine. Challenger's now taking a good beating. We need the 96s dead first. Smoke yourself up. Shit, that was too late. This is what I was concerned with. Overwhelming numbers. Move up fast. Get the command vehicle out of here. We're not going to hold this part. We just lost all our tanks. I'm so much in the trouble here. Yeah. And this is what happens if you go up to China. You decide to have a party in your capture zone. I need to find a way to get to Yan Tian. Pingu is terrible at off-roading. Oh man. Get Sky Sabers away from here. I don't care where you go. Just leave. Just leave. Let's get this Pingu across. I'm gonna have to have the warrior wimps find those command vehicles there and shut them down. That will only leave them with one command unit. That might buy me some time. Alright, Marines, you're gonna have your hands full. Way too full if you ask me. Shit, what's that? Trouble. And lots of it. They don't have too many points left, but 3,600 is still a fair number. Is that your AA? Your AT? They didn't have any AA, come to think of it. So that must be... Is that their arty? Oh! Not just their arty, I'll have you know. That's their tanks to shoot. Rifles, you're up. Marines are making their last stand here. I need you to kill the 96s. Got another one? Yeah, the Royal Marines are dead. There's AA over there. Holy shit, I don't want to fight that many. There's the Shishu, priority target. These can do very much damage to those warriors. The UBI shouldn't do that much. You have us on the run, I'll give you that. Dare I move in? And if I do dare, what do I do with it? Oh crap. I still haven't found that command vehicle yet. If I can find the command vehicle here in Bao, I could move in the Challenger 2 and try to neutralize that zone using an aircraft. If they don't have too many aircraft of their own, that is. Shit, what's all this? Transports? Oh, crap! Yeah. Well, like it or not, I'm gonna have to move back in here. Let's not move fast, let's go through the tree line. Do not fire at anything. Yeah, the rifles are dead. Damn it. Is your AA guns coming in? Pingu is completely stuck. We still have one group of infantry. And so far the Sky Sabers have survived, and I don't think they know where I am. Right. So that went particularly terrible. That is not at all what I was going for. There are a lot of tanks moving that way.
What is it you want now?
If that's the case, then what do they have here? Oh, shit. They just killed off the rover. Uh-oh. I think all of these tanks are hunting something else. Not sure what, though. The AI seems intent on killing something all the way out there. Yeah, the rifles, probably.
I knew you'd soon have a time at work again.
Okay. We're back in. And the first thing I need is information. What is going on here and where are they coming from? I would like to start sniping command vehicles or anything that I can find really, but I don't think that's an option. Do I have another Namicon? I do. Income is at 10. So I can keep this up for a bit. Again, we don't have any longer range anti-tank options here. Vehicles, yeah, we have 2 of those tow units. And that's it. I guess we're going to have to use the Challenger 2 Mark II. But these are largely untrained. Maybe the Vickers? Oh, crap! I don't want you here. Get an Emercon. That's a whole lot of units. Get out, get out, get out. Yeah, he's dead. Shit, they're firing at the command tank. Super Hornet dropped a couple of bombs. Need you to drop a couple more, dude. Command tank down to half health. Vickers, you're up. It's another 64-point tank dead. My tank's routing. Come on, I don't want that. Another 50-pointer. Come on, have a cup of tea and man up. These are the cheap tanks, but they are also very close. That is dangerous. And they can see me now. Fall back. We need the range. We need the range. Get the command infantry over here. These are 69s apparently. They're still very close. So much so that they're starting to do damage. Come on. Taking artillery fire from there and there. Shit, there goes another command unit. These guys are panicking their asses off. I'm gonna retreat. Goodbye. That was pretty much the last hit that the Challenger could take before being defeated. Kills 1470, losses 1254. This was very painful. Very, very painful. What else can we do? The only way that I'm currently defending this place is with the Princess Patricia Regiment. And I think that that's not even the biggest concern. The biggest concern is these. And if they take Lantau Island, then I don't have anything to defend that place. We're going to need the helicopters. We're going to need them yesterday. I also need to relocate these aircraft. Otherwise I lose them. Thank you. You can be assigned. That's a good thing. So, lesson learned. Next time engage that naval group way earlier. Because I just let them get away with it. Okay. Now, let's not rush in again. How much do they have left? Still 22 of those high-value tanks? I only killed 10? Jesus. These tank groups have taken quite a battering. Okay, let's refit them. Make sure they stay alive. If I'm going to get attacked here, what's that zone look like? Oh. Alright, Light Horse Battalion, move over here. Chinooks, move over here. Go on R&R, build some cohesion. I don't really have a lot. I have the Commandos and the Princess Patricia. Build maximum cohesion. And if I can send forward one air group that could help, I'm all ears. But I don't think I have the range because I was forced to reassign these aircraft. Yeah, they're probably going to take over Lantau Island. There is nothing I can do to stop it. Even if I were to call an artillery company, it wouldn't do me any good because they don't have any command units. Let's see what happens. Yep, there we go, they took Lantau. Damn it. What do they have for AA? A couple of PGZ-80s. And aside from that, a whole bunch of infantry. And not too much else. Can we hit them? We can. So let's do that. Drive him back out to sea. We're starting in Delta and San Juan. This is very valuable. I wonder if we can make that work somehow. Now their AA is only consisting of FN6 and PGZ-80s. They don't have air support. They do have ships, but they generally don't deploy them. Now still, in case they do deploy them, I want those CF-18s in here. I also want a couple of bombers in here, such as the Tornado, and the Korax should be able to take out the AA weapons. Okay. Let's have a look at Lantau. I really shouldn't have allowed this place to be taken. I have 6 command units, I have a lot of infantry, they have more infantry. But I have infantry with a heavy tag and they don't. And they have a couple of cheap throwaway tanks, which really are not too impressive. I mean, they're a one-shot. These are the only things I have to worry about, and that's it. As for their land reinforcement, those come in from new territories. If I can wipe that out, they can only float in from Naval Sector Gulf. And the AI generally doesn't do that, since they are, as far as I've experienced anyway, very bad at using naval units. If they know how to do that at all. Now the question always is, where are they going to come in from? I know where I'm going to deploy. Here. I'm going to try and push north into the new territories. And if I can do that, I should be able to wipe out that command vehicle and move in a position where I'm able to neutralize their command point. Standard Gurkhas might be good enough in this case. The Gurkha Laki do have the heavy tag. I'm going to deploy 2 of these inside the buildings. From here they shouldn't immediately be getting shot at by the vehicles, or at least that's my hope. And the rest of the town I just want secured. The standard Gurkhas should be able to do that. Hold there. Hold here. At this point I ran out of Gurkhas. Hold here. There. Maybe that's a better spot actually. This one then. I still have a lot of SAS. No, actually I don't have a lot of SAS. Just 4 of them. Aircraft then. Helos, no thanks. Not yet anyway. Cluster munitions won't do me that much good. I think a couple of Harriers could be handy here. Deploy, 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 and deploy. Here they are. I want a Korax or a GR4. I want you guys to start heading north. We gotta find it and shut it down.
Someone need a guardian
Here come
angel.
the tanks. I cannot move my helos away without them getting shot down.
Fly zone is hot.
What? How are we getting shot at? Jeez, you take a fair bit of time to recover from stun, don't you? Give me a recon vehicle here. Holy shit! Could you fucking not?
It's an honor to serve under your command.
You have to leave. Wasn't expecting them that fast. Alright, we're gonna have to swap command zones. You get mine. I'll fucking not take yours because you just shot down my command vehicle. What the hell is going on today? Oh, AA gone. Or two. One. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get him. Stop dicking around. Got him. Okay, so far the Gurkhas... Jeez, you survived by our last guy. We are seeing a lot of units come in here. Let's get the command unit moving around. These are going to have to fight a delaying tactic.
It always comes down to the
Want you guys to move up. Oh, 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 oh. Infantry. And transports.
It always comes down
Let them come here.
and his rifle.
Don't engage them at range. Or at least not too much range. I barely have any units here. I'm gonna have to do a lot of ambush tactics here. Transports, tanks, whatever you can hit, go for it. You engage the infantry. You engage the transports. Go. You engage this. Command section, get away from here. AH-7, go after that one. Zhao Long not having a good day. Gurkhas fall back. That's one Zhao Long group dead. Those Gurkhas are fairly exhausted from fighting, so I cannot use them. So these are going to have to do it. Push forward, take care of the vehicles. That's the key here. Vehicles first. Machine guns are lethal to Gurkhas. We're losing AH-7s left, right, and center. Kill. Command section jumping building again. Well done, Gurkhas. So far you've kept them off very, very well. These guys are exhausted from rocket pods. Move up. Move up, move up, move up. They only have Foxtrot. They haven't even captured Chen 1 yet, so at least they're not bringing in reinforcements again. That's good news. Keep pushing, keep encircling, keep killing. And he kills a good kill. Come on! Yeah, why help out, would you? Come on. There we go. Command section. You're pretty much the last man standing at this point. Go. If I can put them in there, they're safe. Well, at least I have a command zone again. Which is a massive improvement over the current situation. Go! Please tell me you have enough time to drop that. And you do. Good man. And that did not wipe them all out. Did kill a few of them. Cluster bomber. Deploy here. Oh, that's infantry. Cancel that order. What else do I have? Paveway. Paveway will do. Helo. WA-864. Go in. Hit whatever you like to hit. Not sure what those are, but I have a fairly good idea. Exactly, and they shoot him down instantly. Circle this area with a brimstone capable aircraft. Taking hits here. Command infantry is not really supposed to be taking hits in the first place. Go. These are fairly close fights so far. Jesus, my command section is dying. Oh, command helo. Now. Now. Fast is good. There it is. Hello. Go park yourself somewhere out of harm's way if you can. I would like a reconnaissance helicopter here to see what's going on. The Gurkhas really need some assistance. I cannot afford to lose too many more of these because I don't have that many to start out with. Go for that AA weapon. These Gurkhas are engaging AA troops and assorting vehicles, I guess. Engage. I'd love to say I have the situation under control, but that is a bit of a stretch at this point of the battle. Whoa. 3 PGZs 88. Thank you kindly. Move away. Oh, he's going down. Unless they have to reload. Come on, kill them all. Splash. 1, 2, 3. Good work. That's all of them then. What's this? Vehicles? Transports. Gurkh's destroyed. Location? Ah, there. I'm gonna lose the other Gurkhas as well. I want these guys to come back. You guys at least have some health left. Go. Aircraft. I'll take another brimstone capable aircraft. Anyway, to take out these transports before they hit infantry is a good way to kill tanks. Some more transports. Oh, with infantry inside. Double kill, as it were. Now, they don't have any resupply point. I might make that work. Send the MLR left. This one has taken a good beating, but it's airborne. It has fired off a decent supply of brimstone so far. Jeez, now what? I'm expecting more transports. Oh, they're not dead yet? Can you help them along? Did you get him? No, you still didn't get him. Ceasefire. Let the tornado take care of it. Splash, that's just 7 points. Oh, that's a lot of them. It's a bit more than I was hoping for here. Shit, they got another PGZ? Not anymore, they don't. Get the tornado out of here, though. These Gurkha lackeys, I'm not sure how long they're going to be around. At least these Gurkha groups seem to have healed up a little. Transports. Good work. Fall back. These guys are mostly elite, one veteran, one elite. We need to heal these guys. But I don't have too many supplies left either. Whatever reinforcements they have, it must be whatever they had left on the map. Because they do not have the capability of bringing in new stuff. Let's get a Merlin over here, deploy command or deploy recon infantry over there. and just see what they have. There's your command vehicle, by the way. Oh, they also have a ship. Or some sort of naval command unit. These lackeys back. Lobbing a couple of them. 25 points. That might have been an AA weapon. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That would be enough infantry, don't you think? Please tell me no. He decided not to drop. Very poor choice. Very poor choice, Harrier. Or sorry, Tornado, not a Harrier. No. Crap, called in the wrong one. Can you drop? Yeah, he dropped. Wipe him out. Few of them. Shit, we lost 3 Gurkha sections so far. I have to meet and greet them here. What other units do I have that I can call in? Pretty much nothing. Go and take care of that command unit. Move back the own command unit. There's an HGM. They have a ton of infantry. Just way more than I do. Jeez, look at that. Just when you think you've actually made a dent in them, they just deploy a whole lot more. Okay, I'm going to do something that will not be effective, other than just to slow them down. I'm going to deploy cluster bombs on top of infantry. Or rather, I'm not, because my tornado doesn't feel like it's in a rush to drop. Lost another Gurkha lackey. Shit, there's FN6 is close. Where the hell is their command unit? Or are you being stunned? Yeah, okay, so that panicked them a little. But that's it. Merlin, anything with a weapon, please go make yourself useful. Where's their command unit? Why am I not seeing it? There's a Nox-class ship. Oh, you're dead. These fights today are not going well. At all. There you are, you little shit. Gotcha. Now, I just need to sink their Nox. And that should drive them back into the water. Should. Small, tiny detail. Like, really small, I cannot call on my naval aircraft. You have got to be shitting me. Oh yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna have to throw brimstones and glide bombs at a ship. Yeah, I know how stupid that sounds. Come on. Weapons away. I don't think... Oh. Oh, what happened? They retreated. Holy crap. They retreated. But they retreated into nothingness. They're dead. Kills, 1558. Losses, almost 1100. I lost all the Gurkhas. I lost almost all the surviving Gurkha lackeys. Helicopters took a hit. I lost an area of an F-35A. Wow. Well, they're gone. but at grave cost to the Gurkha regiment as well as the other group. That's the gunship company. These guys didn't lose too much. Right. Well, I think that's long enough for one episode. Two very bad fights on my part. I apologize for that. I'm starting to get slightly over-enthusiastic with my forces. I'm getting overconfident. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm expecting a fair chewing in the comments, but that's to be expected. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for the next one.